everyone, it's Eileen from Now There's a Crafty Idea, and I've just come with a quick tutorial. I've had a few queries about this pocket that I've made. It's just a little folded pocket, and you can make it out of any kind of paper, and it's got lots of different little tuck spots. So, and you can also have it as a floating pocket. So it's got a pocket in the back, or there's the pocket in the top. And then there's this side pocket here, this pocket, and then this bottom pocket. And it just makes a nice little filled pocket to go into your junk journal. And I can't remember if I got the idea from somewhere or if I was just sitting down folding paper. So apologies if somebody else did come up with this idea, and I haven't credited you for it because I can't remember now. I've been using it for that long. It's one of those things. It's kind of just disappeared into my colander of a memory. So it's very simple, and you can use any kind of paper. You can make it any size. And I've got some vintage book paper, some vintage music paper, and some coffee dyed paper. So for the first tutorial, we'll use this. And let's see, we want it this way. So I want the best of the pattern. Is that right? No, the best of the pattern down. It doesn't really make that much difference. But the first thing you do is you want to fold it, and I'm just eyeballing this, I'm not going to measure anything. About a third of the way, you want about a third of the page folded over. And then just give that a nice crease. And then that's your first fold. And then from there, you're going to try and find, you want this in thirds. So you're going to, you can measure it if you want to. If you're into all the measuring stuff, that's fine. I tend to be an eyeball kind of girl. So what I want is, I want it so that it's almost perfectly the same, bar one side needs to be a little bit smaller. So you see this front bit, I'm letting that be just a tiny little bit smaller. I hope you can see that. So it's just tiny little bit smaller, and then I'm just going to pinch there so I know that that's where the folds need to be. And then you can line everything up because you want it to be straight, and then you can just put your folds in so that it's going to be like that. There we go. Give it a good press down, and then you see how now that I've brought this over, this one's ever so slightly smaller. You can see that line there. We want that because, well, you'll see when we do it. So then you bring that down and give everything a really good crease because you want it all to stay where you're putting it. Now, so you've folded the paper, a third of the paper up, and then you folded it in thirds. Okay, so the next part is this front leaf here. We're just going to fold it from this corner to this corner. Simple as that. Just a simple fold from corner to corner so that you've got kind of like a little flap. Now, because we want to tuck this back, you can cut this excess off if you want. I just fold it up. It doesn't really make that much bulk. So I just give it a fold up, and then now you've got that, you can tuck it inside. Okay, so that's your first one done. Now swap leaves, and you want to do the same with this one, and you just take it. Sometimes if your paper's a little bit crinkly or a little bit old, it might crack, so I tend to use my nails just to guide it, just to get it in the right place, because once it's folded over you're not going to see that. And give that a really good fold, and then we're going to fold that up. You see how I'm just creasing it with my nails there? My hands are so dry today, you have to forgive them. And then we're going to just tuck that in. Tuck it in like that. And then that little tiny bit at the top that cracked, there you go, it's gone. It's tucked in and it's out the way. Well, it would be if I could fold properly. Right, now your next fold, so you're going to find the top of this one on the bottom, and that's going to be your starting point. So I'm just going to put my nail there just so it knows, I know that's where I want to start it, and then it's going to be from that point to this top corner. once you've done a couple of these, it's just like second nature, it really is. So you'd want to try and get it so that that point meets the top of this on that side. So there we go. And then we're going to fold that in. And again, just be gentle if you've got this paper was cooked a little bit too long, so it is a little bit delicate, which is why I'm using it for pockets. And then we do the same on this. So we find the top point of that fold to this corner, and I'm just going to guide it with my nail. There we go. I mean, you could, if you wanted to, you could do all of this on a scoreboard, and it might be easier for you. Like I say, I'm just an eyeball, fly by the seat of your pants girl, me. Right, now it's at this stage that you would ink if you wanted to ink. I'm not going to ink this one because I like the patina on it already, and I don't think that it needs inking. But you would ink all the way around here, and then you would ink all the way around here. So literally you want to ink the whole edge of your page. And then, remember we made this one slightly smaller? Because now we're going to tuck this in. And it just takes a minute just to manipulate everything into the right position. But it will go in eventually. You've just got to, there we go, and then give it a good press down, and there's your basic pocket. Now with this pocket you've got your tuck space here, you've got your tuck space here, here and here. Now you can, like I said, you've also got a tuck space there on the back if you wanted this to be a floating pocket. So it's very versatile. If you're going to use it as this bit is a pocket, you would run a bead of glue down there, and that's just the bottom. You see where it's opened up? You don't have to, but it will stop things from going through from this top pocket here. But if you're using coffee dyed paper, all you've got to do now is put like a little decoration on there. Go it the right way up, Eileen, it would help. And then it's nicely decorated, and don't forget your tags are going to decorate it as well once you put those in. But you can leave this as a secret journaling spot. So all you've got to do is just open it up, do your journaling, and then you just close it back up again. And there's your secret little journaling spot. If you want to use it as a permanent pocket and nothing else, which I'm going to do with this one, then I'm just going to open this bottom up, and I'm just going to run a bead of glue. My glue came, by the way, guys, it came from Amazon delivered. Yay, I finally got glue. I'm back on top of my game now. There we go. Right, so just give that a good press down. Now that's permanently sealed, and you're not going to be able to take that apart now. You can take the front bits out, this bit out, but that's as far as you're going to get. So now that's sealed. Now this is a permanent pocket. So will this fit? Yes, it will. So there you go. And then you can pop your other bits and pieces in. Let's see, where have we got? I'm just going to borrow a couple of things from here. And then, you know, you've got all of these lovely pockets to fill with all of your lovely ephemera. And like I say, all it takes is just a little, I don't know if that's the right colour for this one. Let's see, do we have it's a bit too pink. What about this one? I like that one. That's nice. So let's just pop that on there. And then obviously if you're making these for a specific journal, you can decorate them with the things from that specific journal. But I'm just making a few of these up to pop into journals. And there we go. That's basically it. So I'm going to show you one more time, and I'm going to use a book page because I want to show you how versatile it is. Now it's up to you whether you want this rough edge or this nice edge to go on that pocket part, on this part. One's going to be at the top, one's going to be on the pocket part. So it's up to you which way you want to do it. Personally, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't really make that much difference. So a third of the way up, make sure you line everything up and nice and square, because getting it square is important. And then we're going to try and find Try and get it in equal thirds. This bit can be a bit fiddly, but just keep on manipulating it till you get it where you want it. That's a bit long, that's a bit short. Just takes a bit of time. Oh, I hope you can see what I'm doing. I know the focus on my camera isn't the best. So let's just, this needs to go in just a slight bit more. Like I said, it can be a little bit fiddly, but keep on playing with it and you'll get it where you want it. There we go. And again, I'm leaving this top one just slightly shy so that I can tuck everything in. Give it a pinch so you know where you want to fold it. And then you can just give your folds a really good press down. There we go. Now the thing with these is it depends on which side you want them, so you can have the pockets going either way. For this one, because the way I folded it, I'm going to let this go the other way so you'll see how it looks when it's finished. So first fold from this corner to this corner. Okay, and what we'll do is, before we do that, I will link this one up to show you. Oh, actually no, we need to do the folds first. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. So from that corner to that corner, and we're going to give that a good press down so that it's got a good crease. And then we're going to fold this bit up. Like I said, you can cut this off if you wanted to. I don't see it necessary. And it gives a little bit more bulk, a little bit more strength to the pockets. And then we're going to do the same with this one. So there's your two bottom ones already folded. Okay. There we go. I don't know if you can hear all the lovely birds singing outside. I've got the door wide open so I can hear them all. I just love this time of year. Right, now you find the top of this fold and you line this top page up with it and then go across to there. Give that a really good crease and then fold it under. And then we're going to do the same with this one. We're going to find the top of this fold here and we're going to line it up with that. It doesn't matter if it's off a little bit, because like I say, once you've got it decorated up and you've got all your bits of ephemera in it, a little bit here and there is not going to make any difference. It's still going to look good. Right, now that's our basic folds done. I'm using, to ink this one, I'm using Tim Holtz Distress Ink, the peeled paint. Because I use, I don't know if you're like me, but I tend to use Vintage Photo for everything. And my other distress paints are just sitting there doing nothing. So I thought, I'm going to start using them. And especially for these ones, I think I might be adding them to a botanical junk journal. So I thought, well, the peeled paint will be nice. So you can see I've just gone across the top of the two pockets and then across these. Now, yeah, that's right, you want to reverse it for those two. But for this, because this is going to be the top of your pocket. So now you want to turn it over and you want to get the rest of these. That's it. It's one of those, oh no, I've gone cross-eyed moments. But you can always stop and check to make sure you've inked everything properly. So I'm just going to ink along the bottom, because I'm going to go, it's this bit I want to ink. You'll get used to this when you've made a few. And then I'm just going to go down these edges. Doesn't have to be very much, just to define everything. Give it a bit of a colour, and it also defines your pockets as well, so you can see exactly where your pockets are. Right, now then, because I want it to be this way, which way did we do the others? Right, we did the others that way, so it wants to be, so yes. So all you do is bend this back slightly, you don't have to crease it, and just slide it into that bottom pocket, and then you just need to manipulate things until it all sits flat. And there you go, you've got your finished pocket. And then, as you can see, we've done just about every edge apart from this one at the top. And there we go. Now, like I said, I think that's going to be too big a tag. That's a nice little pocket, and that's a hidden pocket. So if you want to tuck something in there that's secret, and then you can just paper clip this onto your page, or you can pop it into another pocket, a pocket inside of a pocket. So anyway, that's that little tutorial I thought I would share with you, so you can see how I make those pockets. I have had a couple of people requesting, and you can add anything onto these to decorate them. You could even collage decorate them, like put strips of collage in, which I think I did for the Rose Elegance quilt journal. So if you want to see what they look collage with a collage on, then pop back and have a look at the tutorials for that. Because that one I did do, and you'll be able to see how it looks. But there you go. I hope that you've enjoyed that, and I hope that I made that clear enough. If I did, drop a like and leave a comment and let me know if there's anything else you want me to do a tutorial on, or a look-see, or anything else. So thanks very much for watching, guys, and stay safe and happy crafting. Bye.